So I wanted to just hop on here to talk about some of my favorite pregnancy products, and they can be used whether you're pregnant or not, but these are really good ones for basically starting to shift towards a toxin-free lifestyle, where I'm going to kind of categorize some of them trimester based, where most of them would be as soon as you might find out you're pregnant. These are ones that you would want to be shifting towards because of the fact that they are safer and that they're toxin free without all of the added chemicals. And these are ones that you'd be using on a regular day-to-day basis. So I guess to get started, your toothpaste. This is the first thing that's going in your mouth. You're usually swallowing or tasting some. It's getting absorbed into your gums. This is where doTERRA's On Guard toothpaste, I've been using this for years, since they first came out with it, which was their previous one. This one they just launched maybe about 6 months back, which is their newer, cleaner one, where you can see like all the ingredients on the back, very clean, uses essential oils as well. So it has like your cinnamon, your clove. So if you don't like cinnamon and clove and stuff, then it may not be the one for you, but I find I love this. My kids also love this, or at least a couple of them do. But this is where it's like really nice, really safe to be using throughout pregnancy. So this is where when you're using these products on a day-to-day basis, take a look at the ingredients of the products that you're currently using, because most of them probably have other chemicals or additives added into them. Shift away from that and start going towards a little bit cleaner products. And that's where you don't have to do it all at the same time. Like, just start slowly. Like, these are things where you can wait until your toothpaste tube is finished and then invest in a better, cleaner one for yourself. So it doesn't have to be an immediate overnight change. It all depends on you and your family and how you want to transition. The next one is going to be deodorant. So this is one of the deodorants that I love, is the doTERRA Citrus Bloom Springtime Blends. I also love the Beauty Counter ones. Those ones are absolutely to die for. They've got coconut, they've got rose, they have lavender, but this is one that I usually go back to as well too. I'll put links in the description below for having access to both of them. What I find that in your first trimester, your hormones are changing, so your body's aroma may also be changing. So that's kind of where one of the things to note is if you kind of need a little amp up for it, what I typically do is I'll just like open it up. I will take the doTERRA Purify blend, where you can use this just with some fractionated coconut oil and put it into like either a roller and put it on your underarms. Works beautifully just like that. However, if I'm finding like I'm going to be doing a larger workout or something where I know I'm going to be sweating a lot more, I will basically just add a drop of this onto the top and then roll it across my underarms. So that's kind of where it works beautifully as it is, but if you need like an extra boost, add a drop to the Purify blend onto the deodorant stick and then rub that across. So that's one of the biggest things is our deodorants, when we are using them, whether or not you are pregnant, that is something that you should be looking for cleaner alternatives, because of the fact that your armpits, your pores are fairly large in your armpits. They are absorbing everything, and your armpits and your sweat glands are there to basically detox and remove the toxins. But if you are using deodorants that have aluminum, that have other chemicals in them that are then now antiperspirants, that's where you have to be very cautious to make sure that it's not blocking and clogging your ducts and filling it with toxins instead of allowing your body to detox. So especially during pregnancy, this is something to be very mindful of. And also when you're not pregnant, because as women, we tend to use perfumes, different lotions, different makeup, and that's kind of where our skin is our largest organ. You are constantly absorbing that into your skin, and your baby in turn is going to be absorbing all of that. So just be mindful and cautious of what you're using, how often you're using it, and whether it's good for you and your baby. So I guess moving on to, as I mentioned, perfumes. So doTERRA has like a really beautiful perfume, which is like a spray that comes there. So this one is one that I usually use on a regular basis. This one, I'll show you what the sprayer looks like for it. And then what I do is I like to either use this one. I'm not really a perfume person anymore. If I walk through like a store or a department store that has like tons of perfumes, I usually get like an instant headache from all the chemicals and the toxins. That's like one of the next things to be mindful of is deodorants, the perfumes and stuff, to try to go as natural as possible. And I will share some of the recipes with you guys to create your own blends, but it's kind of like go with what you like to do and use yourself for your blend. So let me pull this out here. So this is super gorgeous. This had been a limited edition. I think now that they have it in stock, but they do have a couple different perfumes. So this one is the essential oil personal aroma, where it has like your spritzer. You can basically just spritz it behind your ears, onto your wrists, however you'd like. And this is super cute that you can just carry it in your purse alongside with you or leave it at home, whatever you'd like to do with that. The other thing that I like to do is I like to sometimes make my own pure fume blends using fractionated coconut oil and then adding in the essential oils that I do. So this had been like a Valentine's Day blend that I had done from my other brand, and this is absolutely one of my favorites. So this uses some of the essential oils that are actually adaptogenic. So depending on what your skin type is and how different perfumes kind of sit differently on different people, this is where it's slightly musky. It has a little bit of the vanilla. It has a beautiful aroma to it, where that is perfect. It's beautiful. It soaks into your skin, and it is a natural aroma that you can use yourself. So if you're looking for like a custom blend or something that you would like, just comment below and I'd be happy to create a custom blend for you or share some of the ones that I love, if there's something that would be suitable for you too. So that's kind of where, when you are pregnant, you don't have to give up all of the beautiful aromas and all of the beautiful scents that you love. You can just kind of shift towards natural alternatives. And that's also where that should kind of be carried again post-pregnancy. So postpartum, after your baby has come, because you want your baby to be bonding with your smell, your aroma that comes naturally. And that's kind of where you have like that bonding with the baby. But if you're going out and stuff, again, you don't want to be using aromas that are full of chemicals, especially because your baby is going to be very sensitive to them. And your baby's not going to be able to fully communicate with you to tell you what is irritating them and what isn't. So just trying to be mindful of that is a great thing. So I guess moving on again to aromas, we'll kind of stick in the aroma realm, but a lot of people use candles or air fresheners in their homes or cleaners. I highly recommend investing in a diffuser. So these ones are like the ultrasonic ones, where you basically fill it up with water, add, I would say start with like 2 drops up to maybe 10 drops, depending on the size of the room, how sensitive your nose is. And then this one comes with a light. So it has different light options. It has a timer for 2 hours, 5 hours, and 10 hours. So it's beautiful that way, where try to avoid, again, chemical aromas that are in your house, because when you are pregnant, you're going to be more sensitive to smell. This way, with a diffuser, you pop in the essential oils that are most suitable for you. So for example, if you're feeling very nauseous in your first trimester, citruses are really good for that, to kind of help cut that nausea out, where you could be diffusing this beside your bedside when you get up. You could be diffusing it in the kitchen to kind of clear out any of the other aromas that might be there. So try to avoid those air fresheners, the candles, everything else that might be in your home, and stick to diffusers that are naturally sourced for you to be able to use the essential oils and customize your experience. Now, I guess we'll move on to kind of skincare a little bit more for the face, and we'll start with cleansing, I guess. So with cleansing, I typically use just like a regular soap. One of my favorite brands that I love for soaps is Clint Skin. He's locally sourced from Mumbai, where he hand makes all of his soaps. They are so beautiful. I'm gonna link below his Instagram handle where you can order and stuff. Those soaps are some of my favorites, and I just usually keep those for myself because I don't want to be sharing them with anyone else in the family. But if you're going to be looking for like a facial cleanser, this is a really great one where it has your tea tree and peppermint. And this one, it can be done on a daily basis, but as I'd mentioned, I typically just use the same soap that I use for my body on my face. And this is nice, like especially like in the winter time, or I would say once a week. It has like a couple of like the little microdermabrasion, like little molecules, so that way you can kind of rub it into your skin to just kind of slough off any of the dead skin that might be sitting there. So this is a great way where you can use it daily if you are into that. However, I don't probably have the best skincare regime when it comes to that. I shower, wash my face, oil it, and then we're set. But if that's something that you like to do, like especially to help take off makeup as well, morning and evening, it's a great way to be using that as well too. Then now on to the face oils. So I like to either customize my oils, and especially throughout pregnancy, hormones are changing, everything is adapting, everything's changing. So kind of go off of what your skin is telling you. If you are breaking out, use a lighter essential oil to be using that. You can use a little bit of tea tree, you can use some of the geranium, you can use some turmeric, and I would recommend the Sensitive Skin Carrier Blend. So this is a new one from doTERRA where it has your dropper, so you can basically just drop into it and then put it in the palm of your hand. So this I usually leave as it is. However, if you want to, you can directly add in the essential oils into the bottle that you're going to be using. And this has probably lasted me, I would say, about 2 months. So it's 30 ml. And this is like the Sensitive Skin Carrier Oil Blend. So this has, the ingredients that it has in here are grapeseed oil, rose seed oil, hemp seed oil, and sunflower seed oil. So they're beautiful, especially with your skin being sensitive. So this is a little bit thicker than your fractionated coconut oil. In the summertime, and as the heat and the humidity starts rising, I always switch over to the fractionated coconut oil, where it doesn't have that greasy, sticky feel, and you don't look like Mr. Clean, like shiny head or anything. It's basically, it helps you kind of get that matte, balanced look where you still get that glow, but it's beautiful. So that's typically what I do, and I'll usually either upcycle a 30 ml bottle that's there, or I have like other 30 ml bottles that I will create my own blends in, where typically I usually do like frankincense, blue tansy, turmeric, sandalwood. It kind of depends on what I'm feeling like that month where I'll use it, and I'll make enough that lasts me a month, where I'll usually use just the face oil every time after I'm done out of the shower. I'll put that on first thing on my face while your pores are slightly open to kind of help absorb that oil in. And then one of the things that I was doing during the colder months, like so during the winter months, I was actually using the Yarrow Palm. It's the body renewal serum. So this is a thicker, so it's actually a little bit thicker, where it has Yarrow Palm in it. And this I was just using for my face as well as for my hands and my legs and my body and stuff. So this is a body serum, but I was using this for my face as well too. And again, you can add other oils directly into it. You can open it up and customize it to add additional oils, make it smell the way you want. So that's kind of where keeping things as organic and as clean as possible on your body to support and nourish your body are great ways. Then one of the other things that I started using more second trimester, even though the heat is going to be starting and it's starting to get warmer, the replenishing body butter. So this, I always just check the ingredients to make sure that the essential oils are safe throughout pregnancy, and these ones are. So this is a much thicker, so you can see it's like very thick, very creamy, and this is a great one to be just kind of rubbing across your belly. So you can basically just rub it across your belly after you've showered, and this is great for helping with kind of keep that skin moist, supple, because as your belly is getting bigger, as everything is kind of stretching, this is where you want to make sure that your skin has that moisture, where a part of it is your skincare routine, but another big part of it is also hydration. So the amount of water that you're intaking on a regular basis. So just make sure you're getting as much water, keeps your skin glowing, keeps your body glowing. So that's a great option. So this is their body butter, which I have been loving, and I've basically been using it. Again, as I mentioned, my skincare regime is like 5-minute shower, in and out, got to get everything else ready and get everything going. But I will usually do this every couple days, or at least I know I'll try to do it at least every couple days, starting again from the second trimester. You can put it on whenever you want. And if you're finding some of your skin might be a little bit drier, instead of using some of the serums, maybe mix it like 50-50 with the serum and the body butter. But kind of listen to your body again and figure out what's best for you. Now kind of moving on to the hair. Again, your hair is changing. Whether you are pregnant or not, again, try to keep your hair products clean. One of the ones that I love is the Salon Protecting Shampoo and the conditioner. Conditioner I don't use every day because it can be sometimes a little bit heavy for my hair and the humidity, but I do love these ones. And this one is color safe as well too. Ingredients are super clean. doTERRA also has another one that is an everyday shampoo and conditioner and leave-in hairspray mist for like a heat protectant. But these are the two that I use regularly. And then I use this root to tip serum as like a leave-in conditioner. So this is one that I love, my kids love, so I kind of have to hide it a little bit or avoid them from using it as often. Otherwise they could probably finish a bottle. But it is a 30 ml pump bottle. It has essential oils in it. And basically while your hair is wet, just kind of massage it through your scalp all the way down to your roots. So this one is root to tip. So I would definitely encourage massaging it into your scalp. And this is a great one, even if you're kind of winding down before you go to sleep. Throughout pregnancy, if you're having any insomnia or any sleep troubles, this is a great one where you can add a pump of this into your palm of your hand, add a drop of geranium essential oil into it, and just kind of give yourself like a deep scalp massage, and it's beautiful that way. So that kind of covers the shampoos and like the hair care. And then kind of like body care. One of the things that I have loved is if you have access to a bathtub, or even if you don't, depending on where in the world you are, because most people in India don't have bathtubs in their homes. So filling up just like a foot tub or a laundry tub with hot water, putting in like a scoop of Epsom salts, and then adding in either essential oils into the Epsom salts first before you add it into the water, or just even using essential oils, even just using the Epsom salts by themselves. This is great, where I subscribe to this like every month to get this coming in, where one of the things that throughout pregnancy you'll notice more in your second and your third trimester is like those calf cramps. If you've woken up with those, you know what I'm talking about. That usually indicates that there is some type of magnesium deficiency, where in your prenatals you may be having magnesium supplemented in there as well. But this is a great way to do that as well too. So like either once a week, just kind of pamper yourself. Get your feet soaked in there, get them like rubbing. You can basically make this into like a paste with a little bit of the fractionated coconut oil and essential oil if you want, and just kind of make it into like a scrub, and just kind of massage it across your calves and your shins and your legs, and then just soak your feet into some warm water, and it's so beautiful. So that's one of my other pregnancy staples is Epsom salts, where it's nice to be using those at all times. Then now, one of the things that I love to do is have smoothies, whether it's like every day or at least 3 to 4 times a day. If you are a coffee or a tea drinker, I highly recommend at least swapping out 3 times out of the week with an essential or with like a smoothie, where this is where even with my smoothies, I will usually do like a kale or a spinach, a fruit, either like a cabbage or something, and then some other mixed vegetables or whatever I kind of have around the house, and then either putting it in like with a coconut water or just plain water, ice, or coconut milk, or whatever you have available. kind of blending that all up, making it into like a nice super thick smoothie bowl. This is a great way to get additional greens into your smoothies and into your diet, because yes, you might be taking a multivitamin or a prenatal, but at the same time, like, try to stick to as much whole foods as possible, because those are what's going to be nourishing you as well as your body and your baby for supporting yourself through pregnancy. So this is the green blend at the back here that you can see, but this is where it has your kale leaf powder, alfalfa leaf powder, juice powder, wheatgrass, dandelion, spinach, parsley, oat, barley, oat grass, broccoli, cabbage, collard greens, barley grass, juice powder, and it has some essential oils in it, and it is naturally sweetened with a little bit of stevia. So this is great where, even for example, if you are having sugar levels that are checked on a regular basis, this is a great way to be adding it into your smoothies to kind of just help with balancing out your sugar levels and stuff as well too. So lastly, things just to make life easier: floor cleaners, hand washes, where if you've seen some of my previous videos, I've done a lot of DIYs with making your own hand soaps using like Castile soap and some of the essential oils. But honestly, like, make your life as easy as possible. So one of the things that I have swapped to right now, or at least temporarily, or maybe for long term, is the On Guard foamy hand wash, where this will last usually about, I would say, like 6 refills, where you're basically filling up your foamy hand pump with a little bit of this and then topping the rest with water. And these work beautifully. So this goes a long way. It's like 2 seconds to be refilling your soap. And again, all the ingredients are all natural. So that's where you are saving things. You're going to be saving money by using these to refill, as well as you're going to be making sure that what you're washing your hands with on a regular basis is safe and clean, because even when we're washing our hands on a regular basis with soap, there's always other chemicals or fragrances that are put into our soap. So just being mindful of that. And then the last thing is the cleaner concentrate for On Guard. So this I use into my floor cleaners, but you can also do it for your dishes, bathrooms, and different areas. So you can either use like 2 tablespoons and then dilute it out, or you can use it concentrated if you're having like areas with like tougher stains or anything that might need a little bit more deep cleaning. So those are pretty much all the products that I have been using throughout pregnancy. And if any of you have questions, just comment below as to kind of maybe where you're stuck or what you're looking to maybe swap out of. When it comes to makeup, again, if you're looking for lip glosses, doTERRA has some really nice lip glosses that they have, or just basically just like a lip balm. But otherwise, if you're looking for lip glosses, lip tints, lipsticks, foundation, makeup, mascara, things like that, I would definitely recommend go check out Beauty Counter. I'm going to link them below as well too, so that way you can take a look at their products, because they are all natural and they are so beautiful and they are worth it. And that's one of the things is, depending on if you have other kids, my girls love to use them and so does my son. So I usually buy them each like a lip gloss themselves that they can use, where when little kids are putting on lip glosses or lipsticks, they're usually like licking their lips a lot and ingesting and eating a lot of what is also on their lips. So that's kind of where I know that it may be slightly more expensive, but I know it's safe and it's not going to be toxic for them in the short term or in the long term. So just kind of being mindful of little things that you can do in your life to kind of just make a slight shift to move over to a little bit more holistic wellness. So I definitely recommend all these products. These are ones that I've been using for most of my pregnancies, and some of these ones more throughout this one, because not all of them were available before. But I hope you guys enjoy this video. Go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel, and we will be sharing more videos with wellness, whether it's through exercise, through meditation, through mantras, or through education. We will be sharing more videos on this channel every Monday. So we'll see you soon. Bye.